Good morning, friends. So I have gotten a lot of questions on how do you set up for your Facebook Lives? How are you doing your Zoom? And so this morning I'm gonna do booty camp on Facebook Live, and then I'm gonna edit that video and then put it out on YouTube. So I thought I would just show you guys how I do the setup. What I'm gonna say is I am no expert at this. I am just kind of putting the pieces together and try to make it a little bit better each time that I move forward. So I'm just gonna walk through what I do. Oh, and if we haven't met before, my name's Jamie. I'm the coach for GetFit Strong, and what I'm doing is I am here to help women rediscover their spark, and that starts through fitness and finding a workout that doesn't suck. So we take a look at some dance fitness and also with strength. So today what you'll see, what I'm setting up for is it's kind of like a boot camp, but we call it booty camp. It's a very strong focus on the glutes, but it usually ends up with some version of a full body workout. So the one for today, which will actually be up later that you can watch, I'm rambling, but will it be up later, is going to involve just you in a chair, and it has, again, strong booty focus, but whole body. So, okay, stay tuned. So for step one, I have been using Facebook Live off of one of my, I need to stop moving. So I've been using Facebook Live off of a Facebook group or a Facebook business page. So for today, I'm going to use my Get Fit with Jay business page on Facebook to do the live. And I'm going to use my iPad because I find that it's a little easier to turn it landscape wise, be able to see for me when I'm working out, also be able to see it just to make sure there's not like any technical difficulties. So here at the gym, what I am going to do is set up, there's my hand. I'm gonna set up a box right there, and then I'm gonna put my iPad on top of it, and I'll take a picture of what I do. Okay. So normally I would use a tripod because I record everything with my phone, but I don't have one that I can use. Look, I'm all out of breath running around. I don't have a tripod that my iPod will fit in, or my iPad, I'm sorry. So all I do is, this is just one of those like CrossFit boxes, and I just put some weights, and then, not to get really crazy, and then my iPad. What you really want to do is set it up and try it out and make sure that they can see, like stand back far enough that they can see your feet if you're doing something that requires them to see your feet, so on and so forth. So that is the setup. When you go to do your Facebook Live, you just want to make sure that you are in the right page that you want to be in. One of the things that I do is I'll start it and then I'll go grab a different device and double check just to make sure that I'm in the right one, but that's just because I'm OCD. Okay, so this right here is where we're going to do our class. Our booty class today is inside of the Get Fit with Jay. The really nice thing is that you can go ahead and start working on the live, so you can see, like what the class is going to see. So you just go to publish and then see where it says live video down here. I'm just going to click on live video, and then what that does is lets you kind of see where you are with your viewpoint. So it gives me the ability to kind of stand back and go, okay, can they see my feet? Can they see where I want? And then also I can see how far that, I can go in the video, and then I can adjust this in any way. So when you're ready to do your Facebook Live, you just click this little blue bar right here, and it just goes. So I'll show you next steps after that. Okay, stay tuned. I just finished booty camp, and so at the very end there is a button that you just press that says finish, and what that does is it closes out your live and stops the recording. And then I'm going to turn this camera around so you can see what options you have for saving and for posting on your Facebook page. Okay, hold on. I also want to say to you guys, there's a couple of issues with music and with Facebook. With these booty camps, what I do is actually go find non-copyrighted fitness background music off of YouTube. More than happy to share where I go and get that, and that's what I play in the background, and I've been pretty successful with it not getting blocked on Facebook. So anyways, okay, so this is where you end up. Up here in this right hand corner, you have the ability to do a high definition upload if you've got a lot of memory on your device, or if you don't, then I would probably leave it there, but I'm gonna go ahead and say yes to that. And then this button right here is the button that's going to allow me to save that complete recording that I did. It was about a 30-minute, 28-minute class anyways. So I'm going to hit save there. You can actually hear it in the background. Okay, hold on, I'll come back as soon as I get done saving. Okay, so that's finished. It's got my little check mark. Right here in the center is where you can change where you want it. And I just want mine on public because it's going to show up on my business page. So I'm going to leave it as it puts. And then you have the option to post it on your page. So it's like a replay. If you, anyways, replay. Oh, you're going to see me in the video. Or you can hit delete. So if you did something and you wanted it to be just a one-time Facebook Live and that's it, then you can hit the delete button. But I'm going to go ahead and hit post. So that's going to then feed into the Get Fit with Jay. It does take a few minutes if it runs. See, it's even telling me. If it runs into indie issues, so hold on, let me turn this around. So I've done this with some of the dance fitness classes here recently. The Facebook Live worked fine. I did like a 45, 50-minute class. I did not get stopped. I didn't get muted. I didn't get turned off. But when I hit the replay, some of the music was flagged as copyrighted, and so it muted sections of it, which is also the reason why I edit this and put it up on YouTube, because then YouTube, for the most part, will let you upload it. So I will go home and then film the rest of what I do. Okay, I know this is long. I'm sorry. I hope this is helpful. Okay. So let's talk thumbnail. So I'm just going to walk you through what I do. So I go and find the video that I did on my device, and I just pause it. And then I use my finger to kind of just scroll through until I find a picture that I would like a still picture. And then I just do, you know, like so that it does a screenshot of it. And then I go in and edit the video, or I'm sorry, edit the picture so that it has, so this is the thumbnail that I'm going to end up using. And all I do is just, when you do that screenshot, it puts the whole screenshot. So I just edit it. You're like, I get it, Jamie. I'm just going to edit it down. And then I have that. So I'm going to take this picture and I'm going to take my video and I'm going to download it on my computer so that I can edit it, because that's where my editing software is. You can totally do this on your phone. Totally do it on your phone. I just like having that bigger monitor to be able to maneuver and kind of work with stuff. So that's next. So I just plugged my iPad directly into my computer, and then this is, can you all see that? So then I'm just opening up the windows and I'm transferring the files, because I'm just treating this like an external like hard drive in essence. So I'm just going to move the files over. So I'm going to finish up making my YouTube thumbnail. I use a software on my computer called Ford. I don't know how to say this. FOTOR. There is a free version. There's also a paid version. You just sign up for an account. It saves your work, which is kind of nice. But you can just go in and create a design and then pick what type size that you want. So we want a YouTube thumbnail. So I'm going to click, and I'm going to import the picture that we just saved over onto our computer. So I'm going to bring that over. And again, there's so many different ways of doing this. This is just the way that I do it. So I'm going to move the image over here, and I'm going to extend it to make it a little bit bigger. And then what I like to do is actually do this transparency where I do it like this, so that way the wording across the front of it really kind of showcases. So I go to text, and I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to label whatever it is that we just did. So this was booty camp. Excuse me. And I'm just going to make this, play around with it just a little bit till I get what I want. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And then we're going to go here. I always just try to do, you know, a little bit of a description of what we did. And then I'll go in and just put the Get Fit Strong, which is the workouts. You have the ability to change colors and fonts, and, you know, you can really play around with it and, you know, pick what you like. So let me just go through here and pick real quick a good, let's try this one. Yeah, that works. And you can play around with it. You can make it as big as you want. Again, this is just your full editing. You have your options up here, templates, backgrounds. You could change the colors, pictures, if y'all want a more in-depth, or if you have any questions about this. I use this pretty frequently. More than happy to share the information that, or, you know, what I find to make things a little bit easier to use. So anyways, get this where you like it. And then I am going to go up here and I'm going to sync it.
so that it saves all the pieces. And then I'm going to go down here and label this, and it has to be all one word. Like you can't have spaces or anything in here. So I'll just put chair just so that I know what it is, and I'm going to hit save. And then a JPEG is what I want. If you were ever doing something else and you wanted to save it as a PDF, you could do that also. But I'm going to download this. It's going to put it down into my download folder on my computer, and I'm just going to move that over into my working folder that I have going on. So that's my thumbnail. Okay, next part. Okay, so on to the editing part. So if I have a video that's just like really basic editing, I use the Photos app or software, whatever you want. It comes with Windows 10. This I find is very easy and straightforward if you're going to do very, very minor editing with your videos. So I go up here to new video. I'm going to start a new video project. I'm going to label it whatever we want to label it. So how to use Facebook Live, and hit OK. This is just, what do you call this? Your file manager. Well, I'm going to like my old school Windows days, but file manager. And I'm just going to move over what I want in there. So I always like to put my thumbnail for the very beginning, and then I start the next one. So that'll be my next video. These, don't worry about the numbers. I was a little crazy when I was labeling these. So I'm going to put all of these on here. And then I have a nice, just like a little slide that I like to put at the very end that just helps hopefully get people to subscribe to the channel. There it is, right? If I can find it, there it is. So I'm going to stick that in here also. So this is my starting point. Then from in here, you can go in and you can trim, you can split, you can add different, if you wanted to add a title card, those types of things. These are pretty straightforward on how I've done that. So these go in here. It's going to end up being about an 8-minute video.
Good morning, friends.
So we'll go through, has everything here. Once you're happy with it, you just hit finish video, and it'll ask me where I want to save it. And so I have a specific folder that I'm saving this particular one. Get back over here, downloads, how to use. You can label it whatever you want and hit export. It's going to take just a little bit for this to export into it, and then you are good to go.
Well, that's it in a nutshell. And if you're like, Jamie, that was like a 10-minute video. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know. More than happy to share journeys of making YouTube videos and what has worked and what hasn't worked. Just drop a comment below or direct message me. And if you don't mind, please hit that subscribe button. Trying really hard to get this channel up to 1K so that we can do some YouTube lives with our classes. Okay, guys, go be awesome.